she was laying there collecting her thoughts, her ex-husband, the father of her child, started calling. So her phone starts going off over and over again. And she said to the jury that she didn't pick up the phone right away because, in theory, she could be up cleaning or looking for a job or something. And it's not fair for her nagging ex-husband, who's calling to make sure it's her day to pick up Lucas from school at 3 p.m., but normally she's too drunk at that time. So he's calling over and over again to say, are you able to pick up? It's your day. Or are you going to pick up Lucas, or are you too drunk? And she said he's notorious for nagging her and calling a bunch to make sure Lucas is covered. Think about Sarah telling that story to the jury, thinking it comes off as normal, or yeah, that's right, don't answer him on the first one, collect your thoughts. He's a total nag for making sure that you can pick him up and you're not usually too drunk like normal. And so it's stories like that Sarah, she thinks he's this nimble-minded, like, I always know the right thing to say, and then she tells a story like that thinking it's going to paint her in the way that she sees herself, and it just doesn't. All right, so let's go over Sarah's worst moments on the stand. Okay, so the story that she went with, the final story was, they said, after having a good day, tag, you're it. She runs up to the shower, hangs out in the shower, gets cold, comes down. While she's coming down, she sees George slipping into the suitcase. She ran over and zipped it up. And at that point, one of the worst times during the testimony is she going, yeah, and we were just laughing, and we thought it was so funny that he was in the suitcase, and we were all just laughing, and you could tell she was trying to get some point across that in her head is like, no, this isn't sounding real. So she just kept saying, and we were laughing, and it was funny. It was just so funny. He was in the suitcase. It's just so funny. And then her story is, after everything just being so funny, he's in the suitcase, and she had already zipped it up. Then he said, after all the laughing and having such a good time, all right, Sarah, I can't breathe. And Sarah said, him saying I can't breathe triggered her to be enraged for the times that in her head that weren't